So this week we're going to continue working on poetry, and we're going to use a different checklist. So these have items such as alliteration, assonance, and we'll explain what they are. And so if you can, you want to plan ahead. And so I thought about these elements, and I've thought about how I was a butcher. And so for my immigrant poem, I would write a poem about the butcher, Tadeusz, as he's leaving. And so I thought about, well, what could I do with alliteration? So rather than just writing your poem and then thinking about it, it's better to make some notes. So saw so sharp it slices. Well, there's my alliteration. So I put in square brackets alliteration. You could just write that in. Okay. And then through bones like a hot knife through butter. There's a simile. So I just write in and note that that's a simile. Ham and lamb and even ram. So instead of alliteration with the initial sound, we have a repeating vowel sound. We call that assonance. And we call that ASSO for assonance. With the meat cleaver, I am Thor. And so there's a metaphor for us. Butcher has a rather high opinion of himself. And that's actually a special thing called an allusion as well. So allusion to a mythical, or yes, to a mythical thing. And so then frequently in a poem you'll have these appositives. So Tadeusz, the name of the character, but then we have these appositives. Okay, so you frequently see that in heroic poetry as well. Okay, so we put in there APP to show that that's an appositive. The father for Tadeusz, the father for, also an appositive. The seeker of a better life, also positive. Door of the apartment groans with grief at our departure. Well, the door doesn't really respond like a human being, and so when you do that, you're using personification. So we're personifying the door. It's sad that we're leaving. On the ship, the wind whistles and whizzes, so that's kind of that whistling sound that we would expect that is similar to actually happen. So the words are like this sound that's being made. That's a funny word called onomatopoeia. And then we'll have to add some hyperbole. So hyperbole is something like this. I cried a river of tears. Well, you might have cried some tears, but probably didn't cry so many as that. So let's say that you start the poem, and you might do this. I, Tadeusz, the butcher from Krakow. There's our positive. Carefully pack and wrap. Wrap and pack my saw. Pack. Wrap and pack. I want to wrap and pack my saw in our immigrant's trunk. My saw, a saw, so sharp it slices. There's my alliteration. Through bones. Like a hot knife. Through butter. And so I put in my simile. And we just keep going. So then you might do another I, Tadeusz, the seeker of a better life. Better life. So there's another appositive. Pack my shiny meat cleaver. meat cleaver, I am Thor, the god of my butcher shop. Okay, and there's our metaphor. I'm Thor as a metaphor. But now, I, Tadeusz, father for am no god at all. Man, seeking a better life. And then we could continue from there.